basically discovered a guy with 5,000 followers on X, right, on Twitter, who has done $20,000 consistently, MRR, with his software. Yet he ended up selling the software to a venture-backed like studio for $10 million. The math just doesn't make sense. So let's get into it. Essentially, this guy Leo Bassam right here, who created and is the CEO of Plutio app, has been consistently doing $20,000 a month, yet he actually sold the software for $10 million, which absolutely makes zero sense, right? So we're going to jump into Plutio, we're going to jump into Leo himself, and honestly figure out what is up with his software and sort of cover trends and how the software game is honestly a little bit different, right? With like selling courses, coaching, and communities and that sort of thing. Obviously, at the end of the runway, you basically expect it to just die out. That's ultimately the vision. And with software, apps, and tools, the ultimate vision is obviously exiting the company, exiting the business, right? Getting a huge exit at a pretty solid evaluation, or getting some venture backing and going that route. So Leo right here, building the world's first super work AI to end busy work, acquired in a 10 million talent deal, options, ex-head of brand ClickUp. Okay, so guessing he worked with ClickUp before, and he sort of developed his own software here, which is Plutio. So it's the world's first super work AI that runs your business as if it were you. Proposal drafted, invoices chased, clients updated. So that's pretty interesting, and the reason I actually wanted to talk about it, this is the software by the way, is because it's very interesting as far as software goes. A lot of companies and people that are starting software and startups, they're going for this one app to run and grow your entire business sort of model, and I've seen this done a few times, right? Essentially what that is it's one software for everything you do. Think high level, right? Go High Level has invoices, it has landing pages and websites, you can host courses on there, you can just manage your business, you can manage your leads, you can message them, call them, and email them. It's the ultimate like all-in-one, right? So Plutio right here is one app to grow and automate your business, work with clients, manage projects, build forms, take bookings, send proposals, get paid, and automate everything with super work AI. Pretty interesting, right? They're obviously using AI as quite a big statement piece. I've been hearing a lot of people say, at this point, like in 2026, writing AI anywhere in your business is actually more of a negative rather than a positive. Obviously, before, like when AI first came to place and into the game, that was huge, right? Writing AI anywhere, everyone automatically gets into it. You can damn near write AI on a blank wall, and people will rush to look at it, right? So I honestly still believe that writing AI or having some sort of AI features, this and that, like it's I would say it's a positive overall. They have a little Forbes, the essential tool for all micro businesses. That's pretty cool. Looks like replaces all your apps. So you have chat support, Zendesk, you don't need it. Clockify, you don't need it. Dropbox, you don't need it. Box, Google Drive, Google Sheets, Airtable. So yeah, essentially they're taking over anything. I used to waste hours every day on admin. Now it's handled for me. Trusted by almost 18,000 businesses worldwide. Wow, that's actually like crazy statistic. 333 million paid invoices. That's actually a ridiculous stat. Not another tool in your stack. This one replaces this stack. Honestly, a bunch of these cards seem pretty AI to me, especially this like color changing thing, because I've seen this before, and I had a Lovable app that actually replicated exactly that. So I would guess some of these things are probably the landing page is built with AI here and there. They have some templates. Running your business across dozens of apps is tough and overwhelming. The all-in-one platform tool built to replace your entire stack. So what it has is project management, task systems, scheduling, invoicing and payments, contracts and agreements, proposals and approvals, time tracking, inbox and messengers, forms and surveys, files management. your entire business one login away. Wow, their footer's huge. Jesus. I like this little thing. No more juggling between apps. That's cool. Yeah, so essentially what I'm seeing the trend is it's almost like building this one tool that manages and tracks everything, right? If you think about, what's a good example? I'd probably say WAP. Something like WAP is pretty interesting, right? Because a lot of people just use WAP for payment processing, like just strictly that. And they don't even use the whole, build your course thing or community or whatever. And then obviously a lot of people rely on WAP as their, main business growth engine, right? They have, their sports picks in there, they have all their deals in there, they have their sales team in there. So it essentially becomes a full stack app, right? And here they have Work AI coming soon, Super Work AI that runs your business as if it were you. So I'm assuming this would be like workflows or some sort of agentic flow within this app. The most surprising thing again for me is like, it's actually ridiculous how you could be doing 20,000 MRR and get acquired for $10 million. Like that's quite a bit. That's actually like a very large multiplier from what I can add up in my head. All-in-one app, Super Work AI at a price that shouldn't exist. $49, $19, $200. That seems like a good subscription service for sure. Like, there's nothing too crazy going on. It's just sort of that all-in-one platform. Almost like if you think of Monday.com, Airtable, a lot of them have a lot of these file management, scheduling, and this whole all-in-one play. I honestly believe that building tools for one sole purpose or one sole core reasoning makes a bit more sense, just because again it's scalable and you can build a lot of tools for a lot of different obviously obstacles and challenges you can have, which is quite as interesting. And the fact that they've taken this entire all-in-one play is also very confusing, but clearly it has worked. So this should just show that, even if you're trying to build something, all in one or, just overly complex to a certain degree, it's totally possible, right? And it's obvious that it's possible. I'm not saying this, entire software was built with AI or something. It most definitely has developers, right? It does seem, pretty complex here and there. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe down below. More so, I want you to leave a comment about what you think about full stack apps that essentially do everything for you in one place. That's their main core idea and objective. Or would you rather have apps that do one thing really, really well and it's for that one core problem? With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this case study video. With that being said, I'm going to see you in the next case study video.